Hello everyone, Heather from Pic'n Farm here. Just wanted to do a quick vehicle overview and camper tour. We have a Chevy 3500 gas engine, 8.1 liter on a 3500 frame, a 15 passenger van, and this can actually tow a whole lot more than my full-size SUV. It's got some updates. I'm not sure what. My husband would have to tell you that. I don't know what kind of updates. Something in this area. Sorry for sounding dumb, but it is what it is. I don't know about that kind of stuff. But starting back here, we have two 30-gallon propane tanks. It is an open range light 312 BHS. It is a 4-season camper. It has three slides rather. One living room slide here. 2 awnings in the front. The only thing I don't like about the awning situation is if it's raining, it comes down between the two because it's a gap. Sorry, my finger's in the wrong spot. There's a gap between the two. I just don't think that they could do a stretch that long with integrity. So I think that's why there's 2 separate awnings. Plus, having the slide out, you have to have 2 different awnings because they originate at different portions of the camper. 3 steps to get in with a rail. Very easy to get in. Back here we have an outdoor kitchen area. It has a sink and burners, but I don't know that I've ever used the sink or the burners. It has its own gray tank for the sink. And then a little fridge. We usually put our easy accessible stuff here, especially if we're in a parking lot, like at a beach or a park or something, so we don't have to open slides to get to our fridge in the main portion of the camper. And under here is the sink. It slides out. And a 2-burner stove. I'm not even going to pull it out. We never use it. Up here, storage, paper towels, plasticware, plates, and our Blackstone equipment. We always bring a Blackstone with us, a full-size Blackstone. But I think we're going to maybe see if the Blackstone that hooks to this arm will suffice for our next trip. We're going to see, because it's kind of a lot to pack up the Blackstone in the back of the van. It takes up a lot of storage space for like coolers and stuff like that. So we're going to see about that. Back here's all of the hookup. I like how it's all here. The only thing I would have done different had I designed this is made this door wider. I have bigger hands and it's hard to get in here and screw these things down to pop all of these things on and off. It can be difficult to maneuver with your fingers. Have a ladder that goes to the top. The gray tank back here for that outdoor sink. A slide right here that's in the bunkhouse. A slide right here that's the kitchen. And then the black and gray tanks under here. On this side of the garage, it has a good enough amount of room in the garage. I don't really have much to complain about as far as that's concerned. Over here is where all of our storage, like all of our equipment goes to set up the camper. The electric, the hoses. We have a gray hefty box here that we put all of our septic hoses in so that we don't have to have them exposed to anything else in here. A battery back here. And I don't know if you can tell from here what the setup is. I'm not really sure. express van. Have upgraded tires on the van and upgraded tires on the camper. That's about all I can tell you. The size of the van, the engine, but I don't know about all of the stuff as far as the upgrades to this towing. I know that there's a upgraded towing situation here. It's a push button jack, so that's really nice. Right here, push button up here, and it just lowers the jack. Over here is kind of the recreational stuff. We have the rug, a kite, tents, balls, stuff, this bug spray, stuff like that on this side. Out of all of the campers that I have looked at for our large family of 7, 3 of our children, well, 2 of our children have moved out. The third is pretty busy. She's an adult, so she doesn't go with us full time anywhere. She might like squeak in on the last part of a trip. Sometimes she'll go, but mostly it's just us and our 4 children that we have left at home. And this camper, I have not found a better camper as far as space goes for storage, for children, for stuff. I've looked at a lot of them. I have thought about the upgraded version of this open range that has 4 slides. It has a slide in the master to give you a little bit more room in the master bedroom and a full-size fridge, but that version gave you a really large outdoor kitchen that cut into the bunk space in the bunkhouse, and you'll see what I mean when I go in there. It just was not worth it to me. Plus, it was about 2,000 pounds heavier. I will give you the stats on this. It has magnetic locks, not locks, but closure. The stats on this, where did I see them? Oh, they're up front. Dry weight for this camper. Dry weight is 8423, not to exceed 1312 of cargo, including 422 of freshwater tank. So, and that maxes out our van's capacity. Our van can tow about 10,000. Difficultly going up hills, okay, on flat road. But really, anything heavier, we need to upgrade our vehicle. And we just haven't been able to do that because we still had so many children going with us. And we all needed to fit into the vehicle with all of the things. And that van is just a beast. So that's why we haven't upgraded. Anyway, one more thing on the outside. Oh, the only other thing on the outside is there's no great spot for a TV. The TV hookup is right here for the antenna, or the cable rather, but there's no place to really put it. Like those latches, those are the magnets for the doors. So the only place I was thinking you could put it is like a table here and just sit a TV and like run the cable over to the TV to watch it. That would be a pretty good spot. Or over here, same kind of thing, just sit it on a table. But what I've come up with is I bought a projector and a projection screen, and I can just hook my phone up to the projector and watch whatever we want, wherever we want on the screen outside. So that's pretty cool. Okay, going in. Sorry if I'm long-winded. I love this camper. I can't even tell you how much I love this camper. It's the perfect camper. Going in, you walk right into the control panel and the bathroom and the master bedroom. So we'll start in the back. This is the master bedroom. It has a queen bed with storage underneath on both sides, but it's heavy because I did upgrade the mattress and it doesn't have those assist springs on there. So I'm not going to try to lift it, but it can fit boogie boards under there. Like it's 2 separate sections and it can fit quite a bit. I have all of our beach stuff under there. So like rafts, boogie boards, wagons, puddle jumpers, stuff like that under there. Cabinets above, cabinets on the side. You can either hang clothing or stack clothing. A place for a drink, CPAP hookup, electric, big drawer, and then a laundry chute that goes right to the garage. And then over here, not a laundry chute, but a drawer, another cabinet, more cabinet space up there that goes all the way across. Queen size bed, updated mattress out of our old camper. And in here, this is awesome. You could put a washer and dryer in here, but we choose not to do that because I want the space. The amount of space in this camper is crazy. So our little ones, clothing and stuff goes up there, and a lot of our clothing, well, all of our clothing, we don't have a lack of space. We usually have a lot of leftover space, quite frankly. I think that's about it for in here. And then going out, there's the living room. This is the bathroom, and back out. Here's all of your controls. And in the bathroom, here we are, rectangular shower. I have hooks on the walls for towels, just command hooks for when we get to where we're going. Toilet, broom behind there. Good amount of cabinet space, holds everything that we need. Storage space up above if you wanted to use that. Stainless steel sink. We have toothbrushes and stuff. Hair stuff, and then down here it used to be a diaper and wipe drawer along with feminine products, but now it's just basically feminine products, wipes, stuff like that. Pretty good sized shower. We all use the shower. My husband can stand up easily in here. His head is not in that cutout, and he's 6 foot. And then under here we have extra toilet paper, our bath towels. They're microfiber from Amazon. They're super lightweight and they dry very, very quickly. And just extra trash bags for this trash can, because we do not put poop or toilet paper in our septic, only pee. And we wipe and we throw it in here and we take the trash out every day. Does not stink, is not gross. All of the naysayers, do what you want with your camper. This is what we do with ours. I don't want my sensors covered. I don't want smell in here. Our black tank smells great and we have no issues with it. So that is what we choose to do. Just a rug from the dollar store. It helps to catch debris before you walk through the rest of your camper. Something that's easy to shake out, in my opinion, is easier to have than like a welcome mat. Okay, into the camper. Huge couch. This was one of the things that sold me. Fits all of our people very, very comfortably. Put an ottoman here. Inside this ottoman, we will keep toys, bags for like going to the beach, or like thermal bags if we need them. And then also what goes in here is things for travel. So I'll show you what all this is, but this tray, this fruit bowl, and this silverware all go in here for travel. I pop it up onto the seat, roll this carpet back twice, and then the slide can easily come in. This whole thing is a slide. If you need tables, there is a table for each side. We have used them maybe 3 or 4 times since buying this 4 years ago. We always eat outside, but when it's raining, you can eat in here. They're easy to set up, easy to take down, but we prefer to have them down. We prefer to have the space to sit and relax and eat outside. Another great selling point of this camper is this pantry. I don't know that you'll find a better pantry. I should work for them. I love this camper. Humongous amount of storage space in this camper. Like, so big. This is 2 paper towel rolls on top of each other, if that tells you how tall these cabinet areas are. And then turning around to the rest of the kitchen. Center island makes it look much bigger. A huge counter space here. Over here, another really big counter space. Storage above. This is where we keep our Corelle plates and bowls. And some plastic stuff. And our remote to our TV. Why do we keep our remote there? Because here's our TV. What a perfect use of space. Everyone from the couch can see it. I'll show you. Even from over here, if I have the paper towel thing down, you know, just move that. Everyone can see the TV. And then when we don't want to watch TV, which is most of the time, we have all this space. Only thing you need to be mindful of is if you're making things that are wet, there is this crack. You don't want peanut butter and jelly or crumbs or any of that. So I'll usually just put a really big towel here if I'm working on this surface so that it catches whatever debris. Typical stove, microwave. Really, again, really great storage below the stove. All of our pots and pans. Great storage. Under here, more storage. Blender, crock pot, popcorn maker, extra pots and pans that are large. Over here is going to be our dry basin, plastic bowls. They're just kind of shoved in there. A panini press, cutting board that fits into the sink, draining board that fits into the sink. But I prefer this, hands down. I prefer that. It holds more and works faster by like having stuff stacked up in a better way. That's what I mean by works faster. Like, you can use the other thing, but they're kind of like crammed on it and they don't dry as fast. Under here, you probably can't see, but front to back storage. It goes about 18 inches deep. I just have counter spray, Dawn, paper towels, stuff like that under here. Huge sink. Over here, more freaking storage. This is our coffee. This is our like drink and fruit area. Coffee, fruit and vegetables go in here. Fruit usually in here, and like vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, onions, potatoes, that kind of stuff here, so we can keep them separate so they're not, I don't know, they can make the other ones ripen quicker, but usually it's if they're in the same vicinity, but I'm just separating them anyway. And then our ice machine that we got from Amazon, one of my favorite buys for the camper. Storage up top, we usually put wallets, keys, stuff that you don't want a baby to get to, tablets that you want to keep out of kids' reach, stuff like that up there. And here's our coffee tea area. All of these are Corelle. So 6 Corelle mugs, a grinder, beans, and lots of different teas. Just a metal stacky thing from Walmart to keep that lifted and give you a little bit more room. And we just have plastic cups in here. Down here, more storage. Imagine that. Full silverware drawer. Implement drawer, like, you know, all this kind of stuff. 2 junk drawers. I am embarrassed of them, but it is what it is. 2 junk drawers. Down here, all of our spices. I probably like, I don't know, 20 or 30 spices. It goes very far back. It goes as far back as this drawer does. So all of my spices are in there. And then in this cabinet is my pot holders and extra towels. So this kitchen has a massive amount of room. We got this little trash can from Walmart. We hang our keys here. When we bring water jugs in, they fit right here next to the trash can. And let me see what else. Oh, bought these off of Amazon. They just slide in. It gives you space next to your couch for your drinks, to have your coffee in the morning. I love this camper. Haven't said it enough. It's got Bluetooth speakers here that go throughout the camper, and a fireplace, and a shark vacuum. Inside the kids' room, this is the biggest bunkhouse that I have seen. It can sleep 6 children comfortably. It's a double bed on the top. It is a double bed on the bottom. It is a single bed on the top. A little bit smaller than a single bed. Like a 3/4 single. I don't know what that size would be, but you know what I mean. Like almost a single. And then a little bit bigger than a single bed on the bottom. So like this room has a ton of space and storage. Under here is where we keep our zero gravity chairs. Down here is a full pull-out drawer. In here, hangers. I put a shelf in here and used just books to delineate space. And 3 more cubbies that go back about 18 inches. A second air conditioner in here as well. And then this does pop up. This is actually a table and chairs. You can move this up. It hooks over there. And then you can make this into a table and chair situation. But we have a lot of children and we don't need a table and chair in here. That living room is huge. Under here, I have 4 bins that are pretty big. They go all the way back. We put things in them. And then under each bed is more storage. I have, you probably can't see, but I have like 10 chairs in there. The other side is empty right now. This area, I could use some ideas. Whoever has this same camper, what are we doing with this area? Like, I wish these were like doors or something. Like, yeah, I get it, the TV goes there, but I hate to have to take everything down, put it on the top bunk in order to move, then put it all back. I'm gonna, the TV's not hooked up to this, whatever it's called, I can't, bracket or whatever, but I ordered one, so it's coming. But for this area, like, I need ideas. So below this video, in the comments, if anybody has this camper or a camper like this that has like some really great ideas for this shelving, I would really appreciate it. I hope I answered all of the questions. I can't think of anything else. This camper's amazing though. You will not find a camper that has more space in a travel trailer type camper. I know that Outback has a camper. We did look at that one a couple years ago. It has full over full times 4 quad bunks. But I didn't like they didn't have a living room like this. Like, I need the space to, like, we don't sleep all the time. So sleep and then get up and live your life. So this is where the life happens out here. You sleep for what, 6-8 hours a night? Maybe 10 if you're like really sleeping hard, but then you live the rest of your life and you want to be able to have the space out in the rest of the camper. So, oh, under here, I did miss something. This pulls out into a full-size bed. So it's the whole side. This whole thing is a sleeper. So either 2 adults side by side or a ton of kids. You can put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids if you pull out this way, and they're short little nuggets of children. You know what I mean? And underneath these is storage. I have blankets, and then underneath the blankets is the tabletop. Again, we barely use the tabletop, so that's why they're not really accessible. We don't really use them. Oh, last thing. I keep saying that. Down here this is a dog-friendly camper or something like that, but we're not bringing our dog because she's a Mastiff and she's huge, and I'm not even dealing with that on vacation. So it had dog bowls in here. We took the dog bowls out, and this is where we keep all of our plastic wrap and bags and that kind of stuff. All right. I think I went through all of it. Standard sized fridge and freezer. It will hook up to battery. That's electric. It'll hook up to battery. I think that's a battery. So when you're parked in a parking lot, you will have your fridge that stays cold, and you can turn on your pump, and you'll have water as well when you have no electric. All right, that is it. I think I did a pretty thorough job, probably too long. Anyhow, just wanted to show you what we have here. All right, have a good day. Bye.